The Nectaris Impact Basin is a classic example of a multi-ring basin. It lies just to the south of the Sea of Tranquility and to the southwest of the Sea of Fertility. Using the Lola Digital Elevation module to enhance the terrain, we can see the evidence of the rings, which are created when kinetic energy from impact creates powerful shock waves that ripple through the rock. Using the distance tool feature of Moontrek, the outer ring diameter measures 526 miles. The middle ring measures 380 miles, and the inner ring calculates to 260 miles. Rupes Altai, Latin for Altai Scarp, is a portion of the outside wall of the Nectaris Basin. Named after the Altai Mountains in Asia, this magnificent chain is 275 miles in length. It begins on the outer western slope of Piccolomini crater and bends along to near the east of Fermat crater, where you find its highest peak, which is just under 13,000 feet. The scarp then terminates midway between Tacitus and Catharina. Piccolomini crater, named after 16th century Italian archbishop and astronomer Alessandro Piccolomini, is just under 55 miles in diameter and is 1.75 miles deep. The crater rim is mildly worn by crater impacts, and the inner wall possesses wide terraces. The crater floor is relatively smooth with only minor hills and impact craters. In the middle is a complex central peak surrounded by lesser mounts. The main peak rises to a height of 6,650 feet above the surrounding floor. Several large craters are situated at the borders of Mare Nectaris. The largest is Fracastorius. Its 77-mile diameter is mostly filled with lava, and it fuses with the southern coast of the Mare. The encroachment of lava gives the feature a bay-like extension with the northern wall missing. Only mounds appear in the lava to mark the outline of the crater rim. Along the western shore of the Sea of Nectar is the most imposing trio of craters on the Moon: Catharina, Cyrillus, and Theophilus. The rim of Catharina is heavily worn and irregular. Most of the north wall is incised by the worn ring of crater Catharina P. The floor of Cyrillus contains a reduced central hill and the considerable crater Cyrillus A. Intruding into the northeast rim is the slightly larger and younger crater Theophilus. Theophilus is a spectacular formation with all the complexities of a Tycho-class crater: terraced walls, a flat floor, and magnificent central mountain peaks. It is easy to see through laser altimetry how much deeper Theophilus is from all other features in the field of view. The diameter of Theophilus is 60 miles. The elevation difference from the highest mountains on the rim to the floor below is a breathtaking 2.7 miles. The floor of Theophilus is much smoother than Catharina and Cyrillus. Material was ejected straight up after impact, and when it returned in the form of molten rocks and mountain-sized boulders, it resurfaced the floor with a smooth veneer of lava. We now switch to the Chang'e 2 CCD stereo camera layer and fly down to get a closer view of the magnificent complex central peaks. Just inside of the northwestern rim is Theophilus B. It averages 5.2 miles in diameter and is just over 4,000 feet deep. Using the elevation profile tool of Trek, this peak rises to a height of 8,126 feet. Daguerre is a circular formation near the north end of the Sea of Nectar. This feature has the appearance of a lunar impact crater that has been nearly submerged by a lava flow, leaving a gap in the southwest wall that gives the feature a horseshoe shape. It has dark pyroclastic material visible under high sun. Montes Pyreneus, is a mountain range that begins at the southwestern rim of the flooded crater Gutenberg at the northern end and extends southward, bordering the eastern edge of Mare Nectaris. It terminates here near the rim of Bohnenberger Sea. In the foothills of the Montes Pyrenees is Bohnenberger crater. Named after German astronomer Johann von Bohnenberger, it has a diameter of 20 miles and is the only floor-fractured crater in Nectaris. Its hilly center was broken by small fractures as it domed upward. This satellite crater, designated Bohnenberger G, has a most interesting shape. The diameter of the rim is 7¾ miles, and the tiny undulating floor is 1.6 miles. The crater walls are steeply sloped, and the crater has a truncated cone appearance. Using the elevation profile feature to generate a cross-section view of the crater, data from the LOLA digital elevation module reveals the dynamics of the crater as depicted by the green line on the elevation chart. Data reveals that the elevation drops 2,462 meters or 8,077 feet from the rim to the floor.